What's up everyone, it's Tiffany again, and I am back for another video. As you know, today is about seasonal depression and how I personally deal with it. I want to start off right away with saying that I am not telling you this is the best way to deal with seasonal depression. I just want to share my personal experience and how I get through it every year. But before we get into that, I want to tell you that coming up soon, my roommates and I want to put together an apartment tour so you can see fully what our place looks like and kind of how we've set it up to be cozy and inspirational. I want it to be like less talking and more visual and kind of highlighting my favorite parts of this apartment and the areas of this space that bring me a lot of joy. So yeah, apartment tour coming up. Okay, with that being said, let's get into today's video, which is, of course, how I deal with my seasonal depression and some very easy things that I've implemented in my life over the years. For those of you who aren't very familiar with seasonal depression, it's how winter and the lack of vitamin D and exercise and social life affect your mental health, and a lot of times that can be a source of depression for people. I do think that it is ironic that I am a diehard environmentalist, but I have my issues with winter. There's a very good reason why I would like to move out of Minnesota, and that is purely because of winter and its effect on my mental health. I can respect winter for what it does for local ecosystems and animals that need to go into hibernation, but it is not very serving for Tiffany and Tiffany's state of mind. Regardless, it's my job to take care of my mental health. I didn't get diagnosed with seasonal depression until my junior year of high school, so it's only been a few years that I have been aware of how winter affects my state of mind. The first way that I deal with seasonal depression and just general well-being in the winter is making sure to take supplements. I take vitamin D3 and I also take vitamin B12. I am generally throughout the entire year deficient in vitamin D despite spending so much time outdoors. I think that my body is just not as good as processing and producing vitamin D. So I take supplements, and I do believe that prioritizing and opting for high quality supplements is going to make a huge difference in how well they work. So I choose to get them from Laura's mom, Stephanie, because she's a nutritional therapist, and I really enjoy them. I can put the ones that I have down below if you're interested, and her link. Otherwise, like I said, just taking any sort of supplement is probably going to benefit you and your mood. At least it has for me. And it is just one very small thing that has made a big difference in my mood on a day-to-day basis. The second thing that I do is light therapy, and while I didn't have a certified happy light, Laura, Joey's mom, did, and I would use that. And then I also had a alarm clock that mimicked the sunrise, which really helped me when I had to get up early for weight training and cheer competitions and things like that. Because if you're anything like me, it's very difficult to wake up in the winter with the lack of sunlight in the morning. So light therapy is really good for tricking your brain into thinking that you're getting sunlight and kind of promoting the production of D3 and kind of boosting your mood. And there's a lot of scientists that support light therapy as an effective treatment for seasonal depression. So I will link the ones that I use down below and also some research that's been done on it. So light therapy is the second thing that I do in the winter. The third thing that I do is just finding small things that bring me joy, and a big part of that is comfort foods. I really enjoy soup and chocolate and coffee. Those things really do bring me joy, even though they're very small. And so if I surround myself with small things like that on a day-to-day basis, it helps me practice gratitude for the little things, which keeps me present, which at the end of the day helps me be happier more often. The fourth thing that I do in the winter is exercise, or at least I try to, whether that's going on walks every day or doing the 10-week EBIC program or just dancing in the living room to my favorite music. I love to move my body. It's always been something that makes me feel better and is a huge stress reliever for me. So making sure that I'm staying active and moving is a fantastic way for me to regulate my mood, not only in the winter, but all year long. The fifth thing that I do is making sure that I do go outside, even though I have my issues with winter. I get cold very easily. With that being said, I did buy really nice boots, and I make sure that I have hats and gloves and scarves and jackets so that I can stay warm when I go outside. And to be honest, I did put that off for many years. I was like, I'm gonna move to California, I don't need boots, I don't like the winter, I don't go outside in the winter anyways, and that was a mistake, and I am okay with admitting that, because now that I have boots, hats, jackets, like, I can go outside and actually enjoy my time and still get that sense of fulfillment from nature that I rely on in the summer. I would highly recommend getting winter gear. So going outside has become essential to my routine this year. I go outside almost every single day, and it's been really nice actually. Sixth thing that I do is actually brand new to this year. I was very opposed to this in the past, but the sixth thing that I do as of recent is take antidepressants. And while it's not for everybody, and I myself was very hesitant and had very strong reservations towards taking pills for mental health, I decided that it was worth a shot, and I have had a very positive experience. Again, this is my personal journey with my mental health, and this winter has been the best winter I've ever had, I think, you know, in what I can remember of recent years. I've been a lot happier, and that is despite very, very intense and challenging life transitions. So looking back from this fall, and you know, now we're in winter, I am so surprised at how well I've been able to handle the obstacles that have been thrown at me. Yeah, I've done a little bit of self-growth when it comes to using antidepressants to treat mental health, and I'm very glad that I chose to try it. It's not my intention to be on them forever, and you know, that's not to say that some people won't be on them forever, or that it's bad if you're on them forever, or if you don't use antidepressants. Again, I'm just talking about my own personal experience, and it's been very positive. So those are the 6 main things that I do every winter to prioritize my health and well-being, because seasonal depression can be very intense, and there is no reason to sacrifice your happiness. And my mental health has continuously improved, because that is where the majority of my energy and focus goes. I feel like I've come a long way. And anyways, that is the 6 things that I do to cope with my seasonal depression and kind of deal with dreary winters. And if you are struggling, please make sure that you reach out and talk to someone. There's always someone to listen, and I could not recommend therapy enough. I firmly believe that therapy can benefit every human being, and there are many different types. There are many different types of therapy. So yeah, that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. And peace.